It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer called Galactopus, and it's by Little Bang Brewing Company. It's an American barley wine coming in at 10.1% ABV in a 375 milliliter can. Looks really good. Many thanks again to Mick in Australia. Thanks Mick for sending the beer. Without further ado, let's get the beer out into a glass and see what we get. Independent Australian craft beer. There's the badge. Let's get it out. So, American barley wine. What's the difference between an American barley wine and, say, a British barley wine or a European barley wine? My guess would be, if I was a guessing man, that naturally being American brewed or American style barley wine, should I say, it's going to be hoppy. It's going to be quite hoppy. So we have a deep amber ruby red coloured beer. Clarity is very good. We've got a 1 finger white head, good levels of carbonation rolling up the glass there. Let's get the aroma. Wow. Oh, it smells like a barley wine I've had before. It smells like a Fuller's barley wine or something from Green King. Like one of their really strong beers. Let's dive in. Cheers, everyone. That's amazing. That is amazing. Of course, for 10.1% ABV, you of course you're going to get a little bit of a kick of alcohol from the beer, but it's the mouthfeel, the grainy, malty, big, thick, deep, fat mouthfeel that's doing it. There's flavours of licorice coming through, some cinnamon, maybe a touch of vanilla or something, like they've maybe thought about whacking this in a barrel, but there's something coming through, like a certain kind of woodiness coming through on the beer. Wow! Stone the crows, stone the crows. Oh, it's just really good. It's not that hoppy. They've called it an American barley wine. There is a bitterness on the back of the palate, but that's mixed with that 10% ABV, that alcohol by volume. There is a bitterness coming through, but it's not like kind of like New World or nothing like that. Yeah, I'm not going to start screaming passion fruit and orange peel and fleshy blood orange at you. I'm not doing that today. It's more a bitterness, and I think that's why they've called it an American style barley wine. It just kind of gets you on the back of the palate here. It's just really velvety, really kind of velvety, and you're picking up the flavours, a combination of the hops and the malt clashing here, which is like a plum, like a mixed fruit flavour coming through. A little bit of plum, a little bit of raisin maybe, peppery, spicy, bitter. Oh, it's good. It's really good. It's really good. And that carbonation pushes the beer on the inside of the mouth, releases more of that flavour. Right, let's see what the brewery says. The artist was Brendan DuBois. The Barleywine style is a delicious, deep, malty, extensively strong ale from England. Americans, here we are, here's the American story. Americans like to throw a lot of hops in their beer. The Galactopus is a giant spacefaring cephalopod who, although approachable and charming, does devour planets, moons and suns, reaping freaking awesome destruction on a truly epic scale. Both the Galactopus and the American Barleywine in general should be approached with caution. Ah, that's what that whole thing is then, right? I see. Hey, I watched a program on YouTube today about mining asteroids. That's what I'm into now. I'm thinking about kind of Elon Musk and SpaceX and mining asteroids, because there's a type C asteroid out there. They're graded A, B and C, and it is relevant, look, because he's eating some kind of giant asteroid or planet, so it is relevant to the beer review. So the type C asteroid, which is the important type, is either filled with rich minerals, waters, and even some of these asteroids are made out of like zinc or precious metals that you only find fractions here on Earth. Is a whole asteroid full of it. So they want to get there, mine it, turn it into metals, 3D print it in space, and then start building like moon bases and stuff. I just think the future is fascinating. I love it. And that beer has sparked my... He's obviously gone for the type C asteroid there, haven't he? He wants to eat loads of that kind of metal, the precious metals, the golds and the silvers and everything. Let's rate it. Carbonation is great. Pushes the beer on the inside of the mouth, releases more of the flavour. It's got a good body to the beer. It is hoppy. It's like almost like kind of there's some brown ale flavours coming through now. Now the beer's slightly warming up a little bit. Like deep malty, biscuity, bready kind of big flavours coming through. As I mentioned, there's raisins, plums, figs, prunes, massive bitterness. I like it. I always leave the barley wines till last, and I've mentioned this so many times with the barley wine. Mick sent me a wonderful package from Australia, and I believe this is the last beer, and it's oh my goodness, it's eating the moon. I just realised what I was eating. There's the moon and there's Australia. Love it. It is Australia, isn't it? Yeah, that is so clever. Really cleverly drawn stuff there going on. Yeah, I just leave the barley wines to last. I think maybe because I do my reviews in batches, and barley wines are always 8, 9, 10, 11, 12% ABVs, and it's always kind of like difficult to fit them in. I love them when I drink them, and I say this in every barley wine review. I love drinking barley wines when I open one and I drink one, but getting to it, opening it, I don't know, it's like another level. It's like a completely another level. So thank you to Mick for sending. If you like what you see, what did I rate it as? Did I rate the beer? Can't remember. I don't think I did. If I can't remember, I haven't. Maybe I'll give it a 7. 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! Cheers.